Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be unboxing this 36 volt Rosso ATV. It is for ages 3 to 6, and I went ahead and took it out the box and took all the 10mm bolts that were holding it together in the casing off and realized my mic was shut off. So I'm just going to do a quick voiceover explaining. It comes with 2 sets of keys, and these are power keys and then the physical key for the throttle. Now just go ahead and remove all the bubble wrap. Pretty much everything is assembled, just a matter of a few bolts, and then near the end you will see that I did not put the side reflectors on in the video, but those are very simple to put. They're just a little washer that goes on the side of the reflector and you screw them on. So let's go ahead and get into the video here now that it's all unboxed.
This thing is pretty heavy. It's definitely a lot heavier than I thought. The whole box itself was 140 pounds. I'd say that this alone is probably 100, maybe 110 pounds for the four-wheeler. You get a box with all your parts. I'm just gonna lay out all the parts on the floor. That way it's just easier. The handlebar clamp, I'm assuming, is the longest bolts. There's only 4 short ones, 4 long ones. So I'm just gonna lay that there. These are 10 mil. So I'm just gonna get them going with my finger. It is definitely the long ones. Tighten these up. They're still moving. They're not tight enough. That's not going anywhere. So mount the front rack. All you're gonna do is remove these 2 nuts right there. Those look like 10 mil. That's all it is. Here. There we go. There. Okay, so I do have a little complaint where they screwed it into here with the packaging, the metal frame. They screwed it into here with one of the bolts. They didn't screw it into here. This goes in super easy, right? And it goes in straight. This one, on the other hand, it's kind of stiff to get in there because the thread's kind of messed up. When you are messing around with this, try not to lay it flat because it does scratch up. It's just plastic. Okay, so you probably can't even see what I'm doing here. Okay, grab my 2 washers. These washers were attached to the metal framing that this was caged in. And then I'm taking 2 of the bolts that were in the toolkit to mount this here. Don't know if that's what I'm supposed to do, but the instructions are they're not very detailed. I'll show you what the instructions are in just a sec. Those are the instructions. Just kind of shows a picture. It has everything you need. You just gotta figure it out, I guess. There we go. There. Okay. Don't want to put it too tight. There. There's 2 bolts here, 2 here. I went ahead and removed those. Put that there. Line up the holes and then screw those in. It says to inflate the tires to recommended 7 psi, maximum 20 psi. So I'm gonna grab my tire inflator. I'll put the link of the video of this pump on there. It says open battery bag and pull out connector plug. I have no battery bag. All right, so I removed the bracking, then got the 4 screws off, hoping a bag or something would be in here. There's nothing in here. So I think this is the battery bag. And the cord is already out and the fuse goes in here, but when I put the fuse in there, it sparked and it set like an alarm off. What I did was I'm gonna go ahead and unplug everything and then put the fuse in. Let's see. So it seems to be working now, and put that in there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and connect everything underneath. Well, not everything, it's just 2 things. And I hope that it works. Actually, I don't know why it's doing that, but we'll see. I hope nothing blew or let go. Okay, I just pressed the unlock button. We do have power. This is cool. It's almost like a fuel gauge where it shows your battery life. It looks like it's charged. Oh, okay, yeah. So he does have to press his foot on there and the throttle at the same time. Kind of cool. Oh my goodness, it is doing a burnout here. Reach underneath, pop this off. There's your nice little seat. Maybe this is the battery bag they were talking about. Nice, and there we go. This is very, I hope that's not the fastest or the slowest. That's actually a pretty loud horn. He's gonna friggin' press that horn the whole time he's driving. Wow, that's loud. This is H. Okay, yeah, that's gotta be the fastest setting. So now this is M. So I'm assuming this is speed number 2. Let's go on to L. Yeah, so L is where he's going to be for a while. I 100% recommend. The quality is top notch. Like, I don't think there's a better electric four-wheeler for the price for this age. My son is only 2 and I think he's going to fit on this just fine. They do say ages 3 to 6, but that's just based on speed. Good suspension. It has a protector too around the chain. So 2.5 inches, 5 inch, 3 inch clearance. So in the front, you're looking around 4 inches ground clearance from the disc brake. So to switch to go from reverse to drive is a little difficult to turn. I don't know if he has enough strength to turn that. I wish it had like a button, but obviously this is just safer. If they're going where they shouldn't be, all you do is press the lock button and it locks. But wow, that is a really loud beep. It's like a friggin' car alarm. All right, guys, so that's it there. If you liked the video, hit that like button. Feel free to share, comment, subscribe. Oh, taxes in came to 1,025. They ship out of BC, I believe. Definitely recommend to get this bike. Thanks for watching.